Hi everyone, we're at Gordon Van Welie's house in West Granby, Connecticut, demanding that he the president of the ISO New England demanding that he stop subsidizing fossil fuel infrastructure using our taxpayer dollars. We'll be delivering him a gift and asking that he respond to a letter we sent him on September 5th. We've got some police presence.
Pick up a little pamphlet in case you want to read it.
Hey Alicia, we are in West Granby, Connecticut, headed towards Gordon Van Welie's house, the president of ISO New England.
Alright, mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Woo! Gordon Van Welie, can you hear me? I don't know. Alright. Well, we are here today, sir, because our planet is in crisis. We have been following, when I say we, I mean concerned citizens, ratepayers, and climate activists from all over New England have been following as world leaders try and fail to create bold policies for climate action that will prevent the death and suffering of millions and billions of people, primarily low-income, Black, Indigenous, and people of color who did very little to create the climate crisis and yet will disproportionately suffer the harms. All right, we are here today to call on you, sir, to use your power as the president of ISO New England to reform your organization and create policies that will incentivize renewable energy and defund the use of fossil fuels in New England. All right, we are also here today because as the president of ISO New England, you are accountable to the public. You cannot hide behind bureaucracy and say that you are bound to be a neutral organization when the world is on fire. Yes. All right. Even more, you claim to be in a period of study for great decarbonization, but you have made no effort to involve the public in that work or to provide anything to back up your promises that ISO will start taking meaningful climate action, starting with defunding Merrimack Station in Bow, New Hampshire, which you currently fund with our money. We are out here today to say no more.
No more.
Not on our watch.
Not with our money.
Not with our money.
No. Our money.
All right, today here we have Stephen, who has been leading a campaign to hold your organization accountable to your missions of grid stability and safety for all New Englanders. He's going to tell us a little bit more about the promises you have broken and what you need to do in order to create a livable future for us all. Let's give it up for Stephen.
Yes, Stephen!
history of what we've been doing here, because this is an ongoing campaign, and ISO New England has been historically inaccessible and invisible to the public. And it's just been in the last couple of years that the pressure has been mounting on ISO New England. In November of 2019, almost exactly 2 years ago, 7 senators from New England states sent a letter to ISO demanding that they start to move their policy in alignment with the state's decarbonization goals.
That's right.
In that letter, they stated, ISO New England is not considering the region's environmental and climate goals and appears to be pursuing a patchwork of market reforms aimed at preserving the status quo of a fossil fuel-centered resource mix. And then in the following month, the Massachusetts Attorney General's office launched an effort to empower ratepayers to advocate for cleaner energy systems. And in that same month, we realized that we now had leverage on ISO that we had never had before, because the senators and the attorney generals were starting to speak out. So we went to the gates of ISO and held a rally out front. And then the next month, we went to Holyoke Center and we did a rally and a street theater. In January of 2020, Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont stated that ISO New England had a lack of leadership on the issue of cutting use of fossil fuels, and Connecticut was evaluating whether the state should leave the regional power grid.
That's on you.
They said ISO New England's policies are driving larger investments in natural gas pipelines and power plants that this state doesn't want and doesn't need.
No, they don't.
In October of 2020, almost every governor in New England has signed a statement calling on ISO New England to consider major reforms aimed at enabling the region to reach a clean energy future. And in February of 21, we went back to the gates of ISO and delivered coal to ISO to demonstrate our horror at the continued burning of coal and other fossil fuels. In July of this past year, New England's NESCO, the New England States Committee on Electricity, released a report calling for critical changes to ISO New England's regional energy system. And in that same month, FERC established a new Office of Public Participation. So what we learned as a result of all these pressures, that ISO New England had finally changed its course and began a study of how to decarbonize the power grid. We responded to that by sending a letter to Gordon Van Welie in the beginning of September saying, thanks for your study, saying we are here and we are activists pushing along with the states to push this transition, and we want to know how and when you're going to release the results of this study. Did we get a response to our letter?
No!
So we made a video of that letter, and many of you were recorded on that video. And we sent that out. Did we get a response to the video?
No!
So we launched a campaign to send comments to FERC's Office of Public Participation, asking them to help us get ISO to promise that they will release the results of the study. Did we get an answer?
No!
So today, not having received a response in any other way, we bring our letter directly to Gordon Van Welie's house. We are asking for accountability, transparency, and rapid action to meet the crisis we are facing.
Yeah. Woo! Absolutely. So, Gordon, we're leaving you a little love note with a copy of the letter, but in case you're more of an audio learner, we're also going to read it out loud to you. Dear Gordon Van Welie, we are speaking to you as a broad network of advocacy organizations and individual ratepayers working to eliminate fossil fuels from our energy sector. We appreciate that ISO New England has recognized the necessity of a clean energy transition and that you are currently in a period of study of the best ways to decarbonize while maintaining grid reliability. We know that pressure continues to mount on ISO New England to provide leadership in a rapid transition from fossil fuels. The impacts of climate change have become increasingly destructive and frightening. New England states are creating laudable decarbonization targets through executive and legislative actions in Vermont, Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, also known as FERC, has established a new Office of Public Participation, and sustained community activism has raised awareness of the critical role grid management plays in perpetuating the use of fossil fuels at the expense of environmental justice. Back to you, Gordon. Yep. Our growing coalition pledges to continue using our activism to amplify these pressures. We urge ISO New England to develop an ambitious plan for rapid grid transition that is scaled to meet the urgency of these times. As a practical and symbolic step in this direction, we are calling for you to end forward capacity payments for the Merrimack Station coal plant in Bow, New Hampshire. Yes. Please let us know when and how you plan to release the results of your ongoing studies and recommendations for the clean energy transition. We look forward to staying informed and engaged on this issue. Sincerely, the No Coal, No Gas campaign and many ratepayers, thank you for your attention, Gordon.
Photo op?
Yep. Should we take a picture with the coal?
Yes.
All right.
If we go behind the banner?
Quite simply, Gordon, we are here because this is an issue of life and death. It may be easy to ignore the climate crisis here in sunny Connecticut on the unceded land of the Chinook people. However, we are not immune. Your neighbors are not immune. Your children are not immune. We are calling you to take action now on behalf of everyone who is already suffering the impact worldwide and on behalf of future generations.
Smile.
Savor this moment.
Or don't.
Can you see the house in the back?
Yeah. Do you want to go in front and hold the coal? Beautiful.
You're gorgeous.
Everyone say fossil free. Fossil free. All right, so Gordon, we will soon leave you to enjoy this unseasonably warm yet beautiful New England fall day. However, be aware, if you do not act in defense of life, in solidarity with your ratepayers who you work for, we will be back. Isn't that right? Yes! And we will keep coming back until we create a just transition to the future we deserve. Yes! And we're leaving you a gift representing the future of fossil fuels in New England and in worlds where they will never be burned again. All right.
Burning fossil fuels.
And another copy of the letter. And another copy of the letter. Just in case.
Bye.
Please
Have a nice
respond.
Is there a letter?
Please
Or will be back?
Let's go.
So he's got small kids as a swing. He doesn't care about their future.
I don't know.
Do you want to say that again so we can hear it on the live?
Oh, what did I say? So Gordon Van Welie has kids as a swing garage. Does he not care about their future?
Some people say
That's just not my problem. Some people do, people don't. Yeah, just do what you need to do. The owners are stepping in.
I've not done enough of these. I don't know the words. I like to sing
Coal in boat. No 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 coal in boat. In boat.
I painted the song.
We can see your greedy side.
Gordon, really, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. Please, Gordon Van Welie, you can't hide. Gordon Van Welie, you can't hide. We can see your greedy side. We can see your greedy side. Bye, internet people.
See you in Holyoke tomorrow.
Yeah, see you in Holyoke tomorrow. And there is still time to submit a comment to FERC, letting them know just how you feel about them burning fossil fuels in New England at our expense, both our money and our future.
Bye everyone. Thanks for tuning in.